Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Ben here, and today I'm bringing you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, I'm doing like a different kind of style video, kind of like my storytime videos, where I have a topic, I have some gameplay footage rolling in the background, and I'm not actually playing, but we're discussing things. And I like these style of videos because they're helpful. They're helpful for like most players. And I really like talking to you guys and seeing your inputs on things as well. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about, is defense too strong right now? So basically, after you hear my thoughts or whenever you disagree or agree with one of my points, let me know in the comment section below. This video is meant to not like attack people for having their own opinions, but it's meant to like help people and just see everyone's general opinion of this topic. And I'm going to be start doing more style of these videos for different topics in Boom Beach. But I really would enjoy, like, if you guys like these, leave a like, and then also for any of your thoughts, let me know in the comments, because then other people can reply to you as well. And it's just good because we can all talk to each other. You get what I'm saying? Well, all right. So first off, we're going to be talking about, since like the prototypes were introduced, is defense too strong now? Now, I gotta start this backstory though, because if you guys are newer to Boom Beach and you're really not, like, I can't really speak for early game. That's my best question, because for my second account, I don't really play it too often and my medal count isn't too high, but that's neither here or there. I'm talking about my gameplay around my what I see. So it's simply from my perspective. You guys can disagree. That's why we have the comment section. But all right. So back when Boom Beach first kind of like came out, or a couple updates ago, when there wasn't prototype modules, there was the number one player was controlled by a player that only had one sniper tower. That was his only defense. He had no ice statues. All he had was offensive ice statues, because at that time Boom Beach defense was severely lacking. Like, all you really had to do was clear your map, attack, and then your victory points would stay on the rise, because you didn't get attacked as much. I don't know, for whatever reason, it's just defense was useless. And at that time, I was saying everyone just, so if you watch some of my old videos maybe from around that time, I'm always like, just go all offensive, just rush your offensive stuff, don't even worry about defense, it doesn't even matter. Maybe that's why you see my base now and you're like, Ben, why do you have all these low defenses? Well, that's the reason why, because offense was so beneficial back in the day. It was like the way to go, because defense, you couldn't even win a defense. That's how it was. But ever since the update where they introduced where if you're over 600 victory points, you get attacked a lot more, then some people started to switch to ice, to use ice statues, but it wasn't that great. Like, the top players use ice and stuff, but people around like my medal count don't really use ice. And then, so that update, it was still kind of like offensive was okay. You got attacked a lot more, so it was a little bit harder to rise in medals, but it was okay. Offense was still good to go. Now with the introduction to the prototype modules, it adds, well, before I'll save this point. Like, I'm actually using notes here, guys. I never use notes when I do videos. I usually go off the top of my head, but they're not like big notes, whatever. But yeah, so now I just lost my freaking point. Good job, Ben. Well, the introduction to prototype modules, they added, like, a lot of people saw that as an opportunity. Like, yes, this will fix defense, because defense was literally, like, defense was broken in a bad way. Like, your defense was useless. Like, you get raided and raided and raided. So Boom Beach saw that, they did something about it. Now what I'm talking about is we're here today. And I just said now like 6 times in a row. It sounded like I was on replay in my head, but alright. So now we're here, and now we're talking about, is it overpowered or not? You have to come from this frame of mind though. Before prototype modules, defense was useless. Like, there was no way in hell you were gonna win a defense. It was awful. But okay. Now with the introduction of prototype modules, you can see like all the top players, they only have like 3 masterpieces, which is like the gunboat, damage, and health, and then the rest are ice. So a lot of people that are higher up in victory points are just shifting more towards ice statues, and a lot of those bases are getting pretty tough to clear. Even around in my 800 range, I'm seeing a lot more ice bases, plus with introduction to Hammerman, where it actually is beneficial because you get prototype modules from it, because someone's actually attacking your base like Hammerman. So for whatever reason, that's kind of obvious, but a lot of more players are shifting more towards ice, the ice statues, and that's what's making it hard for defense, because the prototype modules themselves, if you're going up against the base with them, yeah, it's a little bit harder, but it's still manageable. Now, when these players are boosting like all their ice, now that's getting a little tricky. So that's where I'm asking you guys a question. Do you guys think it is Boom Beach as it is right now? The defense is like, is that a good place? Like, yeah, like the prototype modules, some of them are maybe a little bit overpowered, like the shock launcher, or not the shock launcher, the shock blaster, and then the Doom Cannon can like one-shot things. But that's like you need like strong defenses to make up for how bad defense was. I mean, but what I'm saying is, like, yeah, the prototype modules, they add a whole nother building that you have to worry about, because like you already have to worry about 2 shock launchers if you're attacking a max base. You already have to worry about 3 rocket launchers, 5 boom cannons, and then a bunch of other cannons. And then adding more bases, like a shock that potentially shocks your troops at you. So that's another base you have to worry about in shock, because a shock blaster is potentially a shock launcher, just shoots a lot faster, does a little bit more damage, but the shock isn't that long. So that's potentially, if they have 2 shock blasters, that's 4 shocks you have to worry about. Otherwise, if you look at it the other way, if you have Doom Cannons, that's another cannon that is so strong. The damage amplifier, I'm not really going to talk about because I've never used it, and I've attacked player bases with it, and I don't think it's that great. That's just my opinion. And then the laser beam, it's good for heavy Zuka, for people that are doing that. But yeah, so with this new like defense, it's being so strong, really what I've been seeing is like, and I'm talking to people that are higher up their medals, the only attack strategy you really see now is like the heavy Zuka, and the heavy Zuka, like the smoky heavy Zuka, where you take out a few rockets and then you flare close to the HQ and then shock all those, and then you take out the base. So it's kind of like destroying the attack strategies used, because the tank medics now are kind of pretty useless if you go up against the Doom Cannon bases and all that. Scorchers, you can still use them, but they're not as effective as they were, but they were pretty strong, so that's fine. And what else is there? What else is something I want to talk about? I don't know, it's just like, yeah, it just adds a different dynamic of defense that you have to worry about that we never really had, because defense was really easy, and I hate to say it, like, defense needed a change, but my personal opinion is I do like the added features. So this is where my opinion came in. I just had to do a bunch of explaining there, but like, I do like the added features of the buildings. I just feel as though the shock blaster is a little bit too strong at the time being. Like, it needs to be nerfed a little bit, because I feel as though defense is at a good place, but it's a little bit too strong. Like, don't get rid of the prototype modules or anything. They're just little tweaks that need to be done, but it's a great step forward, because defense used to be, defense used to be useless. You don't understand if you're like new to my channel. Like, it was literally, you could just get wrecked. But now players are seeing a value in actually valuing their defenses, like myself. So you can see I'm actually starting to upgrade my defense buildings because it's kind of worth it. So that's good in a sense that it's more balanced that way, but I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Something needed to be done about defense. This is the way they chose. I don't mind this way, I just think it needs a little bit of tweaks. Like the Doom Cannons aren't that bad, it's just, I don't know. It is what it is, but let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Let me know if you guys think defense is a little bit too overpowered or if it's much needed, because like, honestly, something had to happen. I think it's a little bit too strong, mainly because of the ice statues, but other than that, I think it's at a good place. So they just need to tweak it a little bit and make it a little bit less tough. That's just my opinion, but I'm curious to hear what you guys think. And yeah, I don't know. Let me know if you guys like these style of videos, because for storytime videos, I haven't done one of those in a while, but I do plan on doing more of these in the future, because this is cool to talk to you guys, hear your opinions, hear your thoughts, so we get more viewpoints than just one from whatever bent in one's brain. But yeah, let's get wrap it up for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Would love to hear your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more Boom Beach videos if not already. And hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys later.